today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. This is the National Football League.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Nashville. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely from 8 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Here now, 2nd and 4. Levis to throw it. A check down here for Henry. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short. It's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Levis back to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll throw it again with Levis. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Levis to throw off play action. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Jackson, options out left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays...
into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw is on target to Burks. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Second down and 3. Now Levis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, here's Spears. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They go play action now. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 40 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They begin with Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Well, it's surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They go play action with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens use the short field to get in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now the Titans getting set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Levis looking to throw. Being chased out left. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, Levis. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass. And
he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Levis. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to Ben. Him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, they go again with Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change. Channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, It cost him. We could have a great finish.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is. And in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over. And I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
3rd and 12. Here's Jackson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game.